Hello, hello. Welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. How are you? I pray you're well. Sending you the purest of love and light. God is for us. Who can be against us? We're blessed, we're safe, we're highly protected. So, if this is your first time, welcome. Also, just know that you're divinely guided to click on this message today. I saw the cards pre shuffling, the hangman. And then when I turned over the deck, I saw the Emperor, and immediately it came to me, you're not stuck. You're a boss, you're a leader, you're driven. I heard the song, the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. Maybe that resonates with someone, but you're not stuck. You need to know that. Somebody needs to be reminded. Maybe, the entire collective need to be reminded that you're not stuck. Again, the hangman. Sometimes, again, delays are caused by God so that certain things will not happen to us. It's kind of like rejection is God's protection. A delay does not mean a denial. Sometimes God will do things so the enemy can run out the clock, do what they need to do, and you're protected. You need to know that. It's like it reminds me, like I was the other day, I was going along and it came to me like, wow, God, you're so awesome. You protected the children of Israel, the slaves, from Pharaoh. Pharaoh was on, he had horses and chariots. They were moving very fast. And you have all these slaves, elderly mothers, children walking. And God delayed Pharaoh. And none of the Israelites were lost. None of them, because of that, they lost their life. He protected them with that cloud by day and a fire by night. Can you imagine? Pharaoh was right in the proximity of the children of Israel, and he couldn't see them because God protected them with a cloud. So he was probably going around in circles. And then when I look at it, and as they were crossing over to the other side, when God parted the sea, I mean, God, we have no idea. And sometimes it's like I'm talking, I'm getting the chills. It's like, I mean, God is good. And let me tell you, he has his own tricks up his sleeve. Because, again, in order to have all of the Israelites cross over, it's like the wheels of Pharaoh's chariot was pulled off. It's like I'm just envisioning the angels ripping off the wheels. So now all Pharaoh had to move on was the bearings, and it was dragging through the mud or the dirt, the sand, so they couldn't move fast enough. And just enough time when the children of Israel got to the other side, and Pharaoh thought they were in the middle of it and they were coming over to get them. That's when God closed it up. We are protected. So it's like, even in that hangman position, even if you're in a place right now where it seems as if things are not moving the way that you want it to, just know that sometime God will hide us because he knows. It's kind of like you have things to do. You have things to do, and you have all these I mean, I don't even know, I lose words what to call these, just these evil busybodies. You have work to do, you have crops to plant, you have businesses to build, seeing that Emperor card. And then it's like, if you are to do it right now, these energy vampires, these dream killers, these happiness haters, all they're gonna do is pull up what they're going to be like pests. So it's like sometimes God will pull back until the perfect time. And remember, even while you're waiting or you think things are not happening, that's an opportunity to go within, to work in and on our first self. It's like no season should be where you're just, not doing anything basically. While you're waiting, you're really not waiting. So even when people say, yes, you need to rest, yes, sometimes the body needs physical rest. But at the same time, it's like rest, be still. Give whatever your cares over to God, to divine, and trust that it's already done. But in the meantime, keep on carrying on your life, taking care of your family, your home. You have a job, keep going. Knowing that whatever it is that you're praying to God for that is attached to your destiny, your peace, your happiness, your wish fulfillment, just know that it's already done. God will bring it in due season. He will bring it in due time. So yeah, you're not stuck. Even if, and again, I know sometimes in society, people look at you, because I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles card here, and people will look at you based on where you are. Some people will judge you based on that. Oh, they have nothing, they are in lack. The truth is, always see yourself how God sees you. You are blessed and highly favored. It's having that mindset like Job. Yes, even if he slay me, I'm still gonna trust him. I'm not going to doubt him. Even if people look at you and they turn up their nose at you and all of these, the manner of evil, never lose sight of who you are. It doesn't matter where you are in your stability in your life, in your career. Things may not be going the way that you wanted to, the way that we wanted to. But it's like, and I've used this deck a few times. But again, I know the Five of Pentacles is lack, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, rejected. And it's like there is a key right there. I don't know if you can see it on the ground. There's a key right there. There's an opportunity. All is not lost. You're not stuck. Sometimes it's when we are out there and things are not happening the way we want to, and you start rattling your brain and you start thinking, and it's like the light bulb come on and you're like, wow, there is an idea. Again, you're not stuck. You are a boss, you're a leader. You are meant to be who God says that you should be. Sometimes, these pentacles or these, it's a season, it's a chapter in our book. And there is always a lesson for us to learn with every phase, every season that we go through in this life, because very soon, look, the wheel is going to turn in your favor. It's like if you're praying for a job, you need to do what you need to do. We need to do what we need to do. Get that resume freshen up. Get that skill freshen up. Fill out that application or whatever it takes. And again, just rest in knowing that it's already done. God is moving things around for you. He's doing it for us, soul tribers. He's doing it for us. There is a lock somewhere for this key. There is an idea that only you alone, your key is specific for whatever it is your dreams are. And I remember doing a video the other day. They want your secret. And I remember using the key. And again, whatever this is, you need to protect it. Sometimes it's when we're out there, again, whether abandoned, rejected, isolated, physically homeless. Sometimes it's out there in the wilderness that God is able to get our attention. Because when we're busy and everybody's hustling and bustling around us, we don't hear what God has to say. And so sometimes, yes, the enemy is working, but sometimes God will do things too. So that we it's like you're in that position of that hangman, where it's like the blood can go to your brain so that idea can come in. That light bulb moment, that epiphany, that aha. Then you realize, wow, if it wasn't for this circumstance, you wouldn't be where you are or where you will be. So the wheel is turning in your favor, and because of that, you're going to have balance, temperance. Things are going to work out. Don't make permanent decisions when you're going through a season of lack in your life. Sometimes we pray some ridiculous prayers or say horrible things when we're going through a season of drought in our life, and we need to stop doing that. Because again, the power of life and death is in our tongue. Speak life so you and your descendant might live. It doesn't matter what people say you are and all the things you're not going to be. What is more important is what you say about yourself. And whose report do you believe? Do you believe what man says, or you believe what God says? And even with your whatever is going on around you, don't believe that. It's like, yes, don't, it's like whatever it is, just don't, even if you're upset, it's like you're emotional, just don't allow the bitterness to get inside of you, the anger to seep inside of you, because then you're going to regret it, because then maybe you're going to manifest that in your life. Or when God really opened doors for you, then you're going to be embarrassed as to how little your faith was and how much you doubted God. So it's all of us have those ups and downs in our life, but again, the wheel, what is meant for you, what is fated for you. Again, you're not stuck. You're meant to be, whether you're a father figure, you're meant to lead, even if it's your family. You have a great calling on your life. It says here, high priestess. So for a lot of you, and again, you don't have to have a platform. You hear from God. You're tapped in spiritually. And sometimes life will be life in so much that because we're human and we're looking at things around us, because the mails keep coming and the bills keep coming and the news and the different things, it keeps coming. We're reminded, and it's like it doesn't matter how, again, you're connected. We're human. And sometimes we doubt, we question God, even though we really know that it's already done. And this is why we need each other, because it doesn't matter how strong I am. There are days when I need to be encouraged. I need, to be uplifted. I need somebody to speak life into me. And I really hope today that this message is speaking life into somebody. I don't know what it is that you are pursuing or you're doing in life, but it's a reason. Like I said, I've used this deck and I've never seen. It's like, as I was looking at it, it's like, come closer. And it's like, you see, she turned her head to the side. It's like, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. Don't look at any ideas, oh, dumb or stupid, how can I do it? If God put it inside of you, if He bring you to it, He will bring you through it. All you have to do is just get up. Can you imagine when this person here, when he or she decides to get up, pick up this key, and open the door to the opportunity? A lot of people, this is how businesses and dreams are started. Again, the destiny, the wheel talk about what is destined, what is fated for you. It's your time now. It's like don't give up, don't break before your breakthrough. And for somebody, for a lot of us, we're in this phase where, it's like you're just tired. You're sick and tired and sick and tired. It's like when God, He's handing you the key. It's like God is not going to do for you, or our angels, they're not going to come and do for us what we can do for ourselves. They're working in the spiritual realm on your behalf, and just know that as long as you are willing, you're able. Again, the high priestess, I was just shuffling, look down, the high priestess come back out. It's like you know that this is not the way your story ends. You know. And sometimes, and even if you can't find people around you to speak life into you, you have to speak it in yourself. When I see this Eight of Cups here, it's like leave it all behind. For a lot of you, doors and things were closed. And in some deck, the Five of Pentacles is like a church been locked out of what, the church is supposed to be a hospital, right? Your family, they're supposed to be there for you. Your friends, especially, you have been there for them. And then when you're left isolated, you're sometimes looking at all the things, again, the cups, the ways that you have invested in people, places, and things. And now when you are in need, when your back is against the wall, there is nobody to come forward to support you. And I'm hearing divine say, leave it all behind. Leave them all behind. I know that you invested and you don't see any return on your investment, but just keep going. Pick up that other 2 cups and keep pushing. God, the pleasure of man's children. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. God is consoling you, is loving on us while you're going through this season of uncertainty. The hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. The bigger the burden, the bigger the blessing. The bigger the mess, the more beautiful the message. It's like the more daunting the test, it's like the more, extraordinary your testimony will be. Just know that God, He's taking care of us. Transformation, again, that's us. Rebirth. It's like you have to end something, dead something, or things, and walk away. Again, you don't know. There's this saying, you don't know the strength of a tea bag until it's placed in hot water. You don't know the people you have around you until you have problems in your life. And I think for a lot of you, a lot of us, this is something that, whether it's now, next year, or you've learned it in the past, but we are still living, right? So it may not be over. You may still have more of these. But you don't know people, how much they love you, cherish you, until you are in need. That is when people's loyalty come through for you. That is how you know who is there for you. Who is really your ride or die, or they're gonna ride off and leave you to die. When you tell them about your problems, are they laughing with you or they're laughing at you? Are they really hugging you and patting you on the back with real, empathy, or sympathizing with you? Or are they grinning, because you can't see them? With the hands, the 10 fingers that's wrapped around your back. Is it they're putting swords in your back? They can't wait for you to leave to call somebody else to say, guess what? So and so don't have it. They're gonna lose this, they're gonna lose that. And for a lot of you, you've been there. Some of you, you are there. I don't know, but it's like you've invested a lot, but God is saying it's time to go. Cry your last tears. It's time to get moving. I am consoling you. I am hugging you. My arms are wrapped around you. I am catching your tears. They're gonna water your dreams. See this key over there? That is it. That's your baby. Something that you need to give life to. That you're going to boss up. You're meant to lead that. You're meant to lead that. And then, for a lot of you with the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Wands in the back here, God, listening in concealment. Politics and ambition wins judgment, protects all those who seek the truth. So for a lot of you, it's like while it's like you can be going through your hardship and people are still behind you competing. Because a lot of us, you don't wear what you're going through on the outside. And you can have people jealous, competing with you. For a lot of you, you've lost things because of people who are like that. And you've had to walk away from some stuff. And this is why too, again, it just dawned on me. This is why too, is like you've invested greatly in something or someone. And it's like you have to walk away. You had to walk away. And so this is with those 2 cups that's left. God is saying we need to be strategic with this. How we invest this. Where we plant this. And so this is why sometimes God will delay us. He will hide us. So when the enemy think you're gone to the left, then he move you to the right. Because he knows, and for a lot of you, a lot of us, people have come to know our routine and our patterns is like we're predictable. And so they just know that you're going to be over here doing this. And so they're just waiting. And so it's like God will have you stuck. And then it's like they have nothing going on or they have things come up. They have to leave you alone. God moves and he works in mysterious ways. I'm not even trying to give the haters any ideas, because if they only knew how good and great God is, trust me, they would stop messing and playing with his people. He's serious when he said it. Touch not my anointed and doeth my prophets no harm. He's very serious about it. That's the time when that jealousy comes out in him. He's very much possessive when it comes to his own. It's like get up, transform. Do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Your mind. The enemy is after our mind. Transformation, that's the baptism that Jesus said we must be born again. It's not going back in your mother's womb, but your mind have to be changed. Again, in that hangman, having a new perspective. Die to self like that caterpillar had to shed everything just so that it could rise and come back in all of its glory. Oh my goodness, the world. God, the source of wisdom, fountain of wisdom, gives success in all ventures. I mean, for some of you, whether it's you traveling the world, seeing on the World Wide Web, the wheel is turning in your favor. And whatever it is that you put your hands to, it will be blessed. God is going to give you success in all of your ventures. And this is why faith is so important. And I'm not saying it's easy, to believe in what you haven't seen. But see, when you're able to give thanks for something that you haven't seen yet, gratitude is like, wow, God knows that yes, you are the man, you are the woman for the job. Because you're not just after me because of what I can give to you, but you appreciate me. Even if you look around, you get up and you look around and life is not where you want it to be. But for the fact that you have breath in your lungs, you're thankful. God loves that. The enemy wants us to look at our situation and look at the wicked people and see now the wicked, they're prospering. But we are not supposed to look at them because, they're going to be dried up very soon. If not already, are there in the process. Because the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. God is turning things around again, the wheel with the world. Can you imagine? God has the entire world in his hand and he's moving it around. Oh, he's moving it around to get you in the right place, the right position. Think about the wheel, like the steering in the vehicle, and he's moving the world around to create an opportunity for you. Because everything, all your ventures, and it's so funny when I started out and talking about planting, you doing what you need to do. It's like let the enemy run their course. You're not missing out on anything, because whatever God says is for us, he's going to bring it to pass. And if it's ours, we're going to live to see it. We're going to live to see it. So don't worry about the calendar. Don't worry about, what is going on around you and everybody look like they're flourishing. Again, you don't know what they're doing to get you don't know what sacrifices that they have done. But see, when you get yours, you can sleep at night. You don't have to worry about anybody coming after you or any debt you or whatever. You got it God's way. You got it the right way. You got it the right way. And I'm telling you, even, you may feel some kind of way wherever you are right now, if things are not working out the way you wanted to. But I mean, I've been there, and I know when God, when he, it's like when he does his big one, I am just in awe. I am just baffled. Back here it's the 5 of Swords. Again, it's again a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict, a lot of one-upping, and people have something to prove when it comes to your blessings. And this is why I'm saying, and the 10 of Wands in the back. Yeah, God humiliating the proud. So for a lot of you, a lot of us, people or persons made fun. It was like a humiliating ritual. People enjoy seeing you at the bottom. But guess what? The wheel is turning in your favor. Now they'll get what a dose or whatever, how many years or a lifetime of what it feels like to be in that place, especially when they could have helped you, especially when, because a lot of these people, they are the ones who do things in your life. We saw the 5 of Wands, a lot of messy people, one-sided competition, envy, jealousy. People wanted to one-up you and win at all costs. So some persons or people could have had a hand in trying to push you outside. And sometimes I think people whose life has changed, especially materialistically, they're very impatient with persons who are on the other side of the spectrum. It's almost like if you don't show up to work, if you don't post a video, it's like, oh, you must be lazy. You must be, when it's like life is life in hello. You may not have to worry right now about paying your bills. Other people have to do that. You have more things juggling. And a lot of people are, they lack empathy. Or because they don't know your business, and really it's none of their business either. Man look at the outward part, but God sees the heart. And it's all that matters. It's all that matters. The Fool. The exalting God, will and new beginnings. Assist with difficult and great undertakings. I love it. This balancing act, temperance, A lot of you, you're healers, you're earth angels. This is a leap of faith. This is how God is going to bring balance. See this key? We have a choice. We can sit there and make this our story. Everybody come, yeah, we have this sad story to tell how people failed us and rejected us, and we had to walk away from everything that we have lost. Or we can still have that backstory, but the ending doesn't have to be the same. So we have a choice for this new beginning, this leap of faith. God is consoling you. He sees what the enemy is doing, what they're doing, how they're humiliating you, fighting you, and doing all of this stuff. And this is why God is assisting you with your difficulties, and He's giving you a fresh start, a new beginning. Wow, 10 of Cups. Can't make it up. God, master of the universe, divine warrior, He's fighting your battle, confounds the wicked, and brings victory and peace. He's confusing your enemies, just like He did Pharaoh. The Pharaoh that you see today, you will not see them anymore. So just stand still, Ruby, Infinity. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. Diamonds are good, yes, and it may be a girl's best friend. But when it comes to God, your price is far above rubies. Ruby is more. Ruby is where it's at. And infinity, this is God's unending love, His protection for you. And jade, fear, becoming fearless isn't the point. That's impossible. It's learning how to control your fear and how to be free from it. See, it's like when we say fearless, we will never get rid of fear completely. But if we were to say, for example, fear, the maximum fear is 100%. Break the word apart. Fearless. Break it down to 50%. And go and do it anyway. Everybody who have started, you have, like I said, you have some doubts, some uncertainties, but you go anyway. You go with your knees shaking, your hands trembling. That is fearless. Fearless. It doesn't mean that, it's the absence of fear. It's you being fearless. You're not fearing. You're not allowing fear to stop you, to hold you back from whether it's traveling, getting started with something on the internet, whatever it is, the wheel turning in your favor. It's your time now. It's your time. Look, a gate, fresh start. As long as I am breathing in my eyes.